I always say I'm not going to preach about it, but I just want to share. I'm not preaching. Like I said, if you guys have found what works for you, that's all I want. If you're pain free and you don't have to take medication and you have energy, then keep doing what you're doing. This is for people like me that have tried everything and we're still hurting, we're still feeling terrible, and I was just looking for something to work to heal, and this worked for me. So yeah, I do want to share it with other people that are still looking. But if you're not looking, just disregard what I'm talking about. You do what makes you feel good, and yeah.
I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every
Good morning, guys. It's what is it? It's Thursday, July 3rd. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. Can't wait for that. Do you guys have any plans? I do. We usually do. We love the 4th of July. We either have it here with all the kids and grandkids, or we go to somebody else's house. And this year we're going to my daughter-in-law's sister's house. And she has a darling house with the pool. And of course, the kids love that because that's all they seem to want to do in the summertime is go swimming. So that's going to be perfect. But before we go there, we're going to go to my son's art show. He has an art show tomorrow night. And so we're going to go check that out first. But today I am so tired. It's my own fault. I stayed up late because yesterday I shared those links to all those cool older chick YouTube sites that I thought you might enjoy. Well, a lot of them were new to me as well. So I went and checked them out, and oh my gosh, they were wonderful. And before I knew it, it was 12:30, 12, yeah, almost 1 a.m. And I could have stayed up later, but I forced myself to go to sleep. And then I got up this morning at like 5:30. So needless to say, I'm a little bit tired today and I still have a lot to do, so I'm just going to have to power through it. There's nothing that can be done. There's not even time to take a nap, and honestly, that's the only thing that would help right now is I need to lay my head on the pillow. So maybe I can get a 20-minute power nap in before I go out and do Uber, because I do need to do it for the lunch rush and the dinner rush, because I'm not doing it tomorrow because it's the 4th. So, this is really, summer's really throwing me off my schedule. Either I'm on vacation or it's a holiday or it's, the summer slump. And so I try to do it when I can and when I know it's going to be good. And last night we went out. I took 2 of my granddaughters with me. And I think between last night and then I had, I think, one order the day before, I made 116. So it was mainly, last night's. And I can't slow down. And so that's why I'm trying to put out more YouTube videos, because summer slump, I have to put out more to get the same amount of views. So you're just going to have to hopefully watch them if you have time. I know you're probably just as busy as me. And I'm way behind on watching all my other YouTube channels because I don't have the time. So I totally understand why my views are down. The same situation. But yeah, the new channels that I have found are all great. I love them all, and I'm going to be adding more into the list, which is going to be growing every day. And I'll leave it in the description of each video. But I also wanted to add some of the cool older guys on YouTube. So if you're a cool older guy and you have a YouTube channel, or even if you're a younger guy, because I know some of you are younger, leave me a link to your channel and I'll include it. I know my good buddy, I call him my little brother George. He was my mentor. He still is my mentor in the carnivore community and has helped me tremendously. And he's becoming a coach in the carnivore community because he's a natural. And I'm going to include a link to his channel for sure. You're going to want to check him out. He's very knowledgeable and he's just very encouraging and supportive. If you have any questions, he's my go-to guy. So, and I know there's a few other ones that are new to my channel. So yeah, leave me a link and I'll include you guys in those links as well. But like I said, I'm kind of tired, so this video will be a little bit different. I'm going to include some clips around the homestead if you're interested. Tracy encouraged me or inspired me because she did the same thing. She was showing her garden and she's growing pumpkins, and we grow pumpkins. We grow huge pumpkins, and the reason is I'm all about Halloween. You know that. I go all out for Halloween, and I buy big giant pumpkins. For years we go to the pumpkin farm, and they're between $30 to $50 for the giant pumpkins that I like to buy. So instead of spending a couple $100s on pumpkins, my husband thought it would be smart to just buy a packet of seeds and grow our own. So that's what we do. Actually, he does it. He's the one that's growing them. And last year was the first year, and they came out amazing. We had 6 really good sized pumpkins. So, even if they were only like 30, I think those were more about $40, the size of those pumpkins. That saves me a couple $100 on pumpkins. So, it's a really good idea if you're like me and you're all crazy about Halloween. That's the best way to go. So I'm going to show you that. I also wanted to show you my coffee mug collection. She was showing us hers, and just a few other things around the house. But like I said, it's summer, and everybody's going through the summer slump. The views on YouTube are down, Uber's slow, and so I'm trying to take advantage of this time and have some fun. But it's hard because I'm still working. I'm doing all the things. So I am kind of tired, but I still want to have fun because I'm like a little kid. It's like in summer, I want to have fun too. So there's things I want to do. That's why I'm so looking forward to this weekend. We've got that tomorrow, and then Saturday is my grandson's birthday party, and he's having a pool party. So I've got fun things lined up. But I wanted to do something with the girls today. Yesterday they hung out with me and did Uber, and that can't be a lot of fun, but they were very sweet about it. And and then I wanted to tell you guys about the Carnivore ice cream. It's better than regular ice cream. You're gonna love it, and so easy. 3 ingredients. Well, depending on what you add, just the base of it. Just the basic cream. It's just cream, whole cream, 2 egg yolks, and a half a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. That's the base. And then you decide, if you want to add sweeteners, different flavors. There's a whole bunch. But anyway, there's a ton of different videos. I think my video came from Kelly. I want to say Kelly Hogan. I hope I'm saying it right. Anyway, I'll leave a link to it in the description here so you guys can try it as well. But that was the game changer. That's what I needed, because I didn't want anything else. It's not like I said, I didn't care about cookies or candy cake. None of that stuff bothers me. It was just the ice cream. And I had issues with that before I became a carnivore. So now I can have it, it's carnivore friendly, and it takes away my desire. It's all I want. Some people say, oh, it triggers them and it makes them want more. It doesn't do that for me. It quenches, my desire for something sweet. I know I've got that to look forward to at the end of the day. So I can go all day, eat my meat. And I'm between carnivore and ketovore. Like I said, it depends who you talk to. Most carnivores still consider me full on carnivore, but I'm not hyper carnivore like I was. I call myself ketovore because I am allowing myself avocado. I have a few veggies. It makes it more interesting. It's not a matter of I felt that I was getting more nutrients, because I know that's not true. As a carnivore, you get all the nutrients you need out of the meat and eggs and dairy. Most people don't understand that, but it's true. Actually, because you eat so clean, you feel amazing because you're not taking any extra junk that your body doesn't need. No toxins, no crap. It's just whole foods, and I can't even begin to tell you how you're going to feel. You're if you've never experienced it, which I never did, because I did all the diets, vegetarian, vegan, Weight Watchers, moderation, eating fruits and vegetables, did them all. None of them even came close to making me feel like this. I mean, especially when I first started, my energy was through the roof because I wasn't consuming anything bad. There was no toxins, and you know how they add all these weird things in our foods. You're not going to have any of that. You're just going to have whole foods the way they're meant to be eaten, and your body will work so much better. And like I said, it's a clean feeling. You just feel good. You're mentally sharp. You know, no pain, which, trust me, when you get to be over 60, everybody has some sort of pain, you know, whether it's arthritis or just from working all our lives. You know, your body tends to break down, you know, and you hurt. I don't hurt at all. I feel like I did when I was 12 as far as being pain free. Well, not now because I ate sugar when we were on vacation, but you know what? I've been gradually, you know, weaning myself off of it. I was still having like a scoop of ice cream, regular ice cream, until I discovered the carnivore ice cream. But I guess it's not enough that it's bothering me anymore because the pain has subsided. And I woke up this morning and was like, huh, pain's not there. So it's going away, which is good. And I've just been eating, you know, lots of meat and eggs, and whatever I'm doing is working. Now I do have to take supplements, and it's because I've had the lap band surgery. So I personally don't absorb nutrients like other people do. I regret it. I wished I would have never gotten it, but I didn't know about carnivore back then. It was 10 years ago. And, you know, what's done is done. So now I will always have to take some kind of supplements. And that's okay with me. As long as I can feel like this, I'm fine with taking supplements. And even before I had the lap band surgery, I always took some kind of vitamin supplements and herbal supplements. It's just the way I am. I'm always looking for something to make me feel my best. And that's the most important thing to me, is I like feeling good. You know, it feels good to feel good, especially, like I said, I went years and years of not feeling good, of not having lots of energy. So when I finally started feeling this way, it was like, it blew my mind. It's like, is this what people feel like? People feel like this all the time? You know, no pain ever and high energy. I'm getting by on 5 hours sleep. I mean, even like today, I got 5 hours sleep and I'm tired, but I'm still doing everything. I'm still going to clean my house. I'm still going to go out and do Uber. Before, I wouldn't have been able to. I would have just been right back in bed. I wouldn't even have gotten up after 5 hours. There's no way. I would have stayed in bed. But now I can get up and do all the things, but I feel even better when I actually get a good night's sleep. Then I have more energy. So yeah, it's just, I think the main reason is just, you're going to be cutting out the crap more than anything else, is just cutting out all those franken foods that we're eating that are in the grocery store. And you're not going to be eating all the grains and all the stuff that you don't need, that they tell you you do, because, you know, we know the food pyramid is been bought and paid for by big food companies and big pharma, and they told us to eat lots of grains and lots of fruits and vegetables and just a little bit of red meat. Well, flip that, because we know now that that is just a big lie. I mean, look around. You know, how many people do you know that are over 60 that aren't on any kind of medication? It's rare. So, you know, I am so grateful. I am not on any medication. I don't have any problems with blood pressure or cholesterol or sleeping or depression or anxiety. Yeah, I have mood swings occasionally. If you've watched me, you've seen, but nothing to write home about. You know, they come and they go. And they've gotten so much better since I've been doing carnivore. And I just, you know, I always say I'm not going to preach about it, but I just want to share. I'm not preaching. Like I said, if you guys have found what works for you, that's all I want. You know, if you're pain free and you don't have to take medication and you have energy, then, you know, keep doing what you're doing. This is for people like me that have tried everything and we're still hurting. We're still feeling terrible. And I was just looking for something to work, to heal. And this worked for me. So yeah, I do want to share it with other people that are still looking. But if you're not looking, just disregard what I'm talking about. You do you do what makes you feel good. And yeah, you're comfortable with. But anyway, okay, well, 14 minutes, maybe I won't add anything to this. I don't know. know. Well, I'll just give you a quick shot of my garden if you're still here, if you want to see. And my little coffee mug collection, because I'm really proud of it. It's really cute. So anyway, I'm going to share that with you, and then I'm going to go downstairs, and I got so much to do. Just a typical day, right? You know, is there ever a day where people wake up and they have nothing to do? I can't even imagine what that must be like being on vacation, I guess. There's always something to do. So, okay, well, I'm going to let you go for real, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, don't forget to leave me a link to your channel if you want me to put it in the links. It probably is too late for this one, but I can always add it on or put it in the next one. So, yeah, leave me a link. Okay, talk to you guys in the next video. Okay, I don't know if I ever showed you guys my mug collection. Also inspired by Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Um, yeah, these are my favorite coffee mugs. And you'll notice a theme. I love Halloween, what can I say? But this was my favorite one, and I broke it during a video I was recording, and my lovely daughter-in-law saw that, so she purchased this one. And now this is my new favorite coffee mug. I absolutely love it. And her and my son also got me this one for Halloween. And then you guys recognize this one from my profile page. So yeah, these are my most treasured coffee mugs, and I use them every day. I take turns, I rotate them, but I just love them so much. Okay, Tracy, these are for you. I wanted you to see that we planted our pumpkins, and by we, I mean my husband. And, oh gosh, I want to say he planted these a month ago, something like that, but they're huge. We grow huge pumpkins. Um, yeah, and last year they actually were ready in September, but we kept them. Some of them stayed on the vine until October, but I'll show you a picture when they're done, just so you can have an idea. But I'm so excited that you're growing them too. It's going to be so cool. There's your buddy. There's your buddy, Jazz. Oh, I knew he'd like the water. Is there another one? Is there another one out there? No? I wonder where Mr. Fox is.